Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. I'm Joey Licea, and today I have a very special guest, returning guest, fifth time returning guest, Icon. Welcome him back
Yes,
to the
sir.
show. Thank you for coming back. We're talking about Happy Gilmore. We're talking about Drake, and we're talking about the new Happy Gilmore movie, which I don't think he's seen it yet. And
I'm working through it.
the
I'm working through it.
original Happy Gilmore, which we both love and grew up with, and a lot of old school
Yeah.
stories with his brothers, and yeah. So check this episode out. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Thank you very much. Please welcome Icon back to the show
Thank
and
you again for
love this
having me.
episode, like this episode, watch this episode.
When you start drinking a steady decline, the funnels of life ain't helping. You've got good friends to keep you out of trouble. The best ones are still drinking with you. And there's no good reason why. Alcohol judgment just don't mix.
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 Yeah, well, what's the news? What's going on?
It's,
I know you got
just
some news.
I just had a baby.
Yes.
The girl, she was born like right after we did our last one. Like she was born like right after that. So it's been like
Nice.
she's 3 weeks old now, and she was 3 weeks
Congrats.
old yesterday. Her name is Camila, and my first girl. I have two boys and my first girl, so that's something that's new for me. It's a joy.
Nice.
My wife is she's breastfeeding, so she's the one you know doing most of the
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 heavy lifting.
brave heavy lift. Yeah, the heavy lifting. She's the brave
Yeah.
one, so can't discredit for her for that. And I'm here, her backup support, but I've been off for a little bit and we've been trying to figure out this little girl's routine, and it's fun being able to enjoy a girl, because I'm so used to boys. So it was like having a little girl, and I'm sure you can give me a lot of tips
Oh
on that.
yeah.
Like,
Yes.
with your little girl. And just I've been seeing a lot of things on Instagram recently, which is like I'm still years away from it, and you're probably there. But it's the whole thing of like guys. I just sent this to my wife today, an Instagram reel of like dads watching their daughters like hug their boyfriends, their little girls
Yeah.
hug like their first boyfriend, like their little like 16, 17, whatever, 18, 19, hugging their boyfriend. Like
Yeah.
one girl like saw her boyfriend come back from like a vacation on a trip, and like she's hugging him coming off the at the airport and the plane. The dad's look like side eyeing them, I mean. So just like seeing all that stuff, like, dang, I'm gonna have to go through that eventually. The boyfriend
Yeah. Yeah.
phase.
It's you know what? It's more scarier how you make it. Like it's really not as bad. I think you just have to be transparent with your child,
Hmm.
especially a girl. You know what I mean? As like a man, we look at it like, oh, dad's law. I'm the only man in her life. But as they progress and get older, I think you learn more about them, and you realize if you just talk with them, like you ain't gotta worry about shit. Like I've had that conversation with my daughter already. Like, you don't have to hide it from me. Like, I was a teenager. You're at that age. It's okay to have crushes and things. You just have to make sure you stick to your plan. I'm fortunate enough. I mean, as far as me and her mother know, my daughter's that's like the last thing on her mind right now. She's so committed and focused on school and her own personal life that's not in the cards for her. So I mean, I'm a bit lucky, but I think even if it came around, like I don't think I'd have too much issues with it. You know what I mean? I think I trust my daughter way too much to worry about her. So,
That's good.
but you'll get there. You'll get there.
Yeah, and that's what I'm like
Give it.
slowly realizing. It's just like it's a thing that's gonna happen. I'm gonna have to figure out, and I know I'm gonna have to like learn and learn from my mistakes and like try to be, because I know that right now I'm the archetype for like her, like you're the archetype for your daughter's like like she knows what the guy, she knows because of you what is expected of a man to provide for her, right?
Right.
Or like
Exactly.
I kind of
Yes.
like the type of guy she's kind of looking for or not looking for, right? So like, I want someone like this, someone who's more nurturing or whatever you gave her, in her upbringing. And I know that that's going to be my thing. I'm just more like aware of it now than ever.
Yeah.
With the boys, it's more like, I don't know. I mean, I know I need to do that too. I don't want to be like sexist and, just be like only
Yeah. It's a
focusing
fine
on the
line.
girl. Yeah, yeah. And just like not neglecting the boys, be like, they'll be fine. I know I'm gonna have to, nurture them as well and figure out their route to being a proper adult male. So, like don't listen to next, or if you listen to next too slow, don't take those
Yeah.
lyrics seriously, right?
Yeah. It's a joke. It's a
It's
joke.
a callback
Don't
to
sing
a
it out loud
past
either.
episode of ours.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I feel like it's a different time now. I think our parents had kind of their work cut out for them because we were more active. We are outside more and doing things. But it's a little. I think the biggest strain on us as parents now is our kids have access to any information possible. So
Right,
it's like like I can't like. I remember my daughter was younger. Like I would say things and be like, "Yeah, that's real." Now she can just Google and be like, "Yeah, right, Dad. Come on." Like
right.
so it's a little tough, but again, transparency I think is a key. I think that's what all kids want. So
And that's great. That's great. I think I like that for you that you have that with your daughter.
yeah,
Because I
and
could see it in your your posts about how close you are with your daughter and how she looks like she's like a very, she has her head on straight.
yeah, thank you. And you'll get there, and I'm always here if you need advice or you have
And I'm
questions.
gonna
So
I'm gonna bug you.
definitely, man. Please,
Considering
I
all
didn't
this,
have any.
I'm
All I had,
going to bug you.
yeah, I all my friends had boys. Like only one of my other friends had a girl, and she was only a year older than my daughter, so we were both trying to figure it out. So we didn't have the person to call. So yes, please
That's so
call
crazy, dude.
whenever.
That's so I would never imagine that back in the day. Um, the high school days when we were, dressing up as dead presidents, that you would have a little girl older than
Right?
15 years older than my little girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's so nuts to think that.
Or to or to even put it in perspective, when we were in high school, I was gonna be a dad, what, 5 or 6 years from when we were
Right.
first, doing shit in high school.
Right. And for
Like
me,
it's
20,
nuts, mind
22
blowing.
years with a
God,
girl.
how
I mean, 22, it would be 22 years after high school for me to have my girl.
damn.
It's crazy.
That's how old I was when I had my daughter. I was 22.
Damn.
Yeah.
You're 22 when you're your daughter? Fuck.
Yeah.
Bro, I was 39. I'm 39. That's
Oh shit. Yeah.
crazy.
Damn. Hey, it's cool though, because like I have friends that are having kids now and they're in their late 30s. I'm like, you guys are nuts. Like, I don't
That's
know how you
me.
guys,
I'm nuts. Yeah. I don't know.
yeah,
I
like,
honestly, it's like, it seems like, and with my thing, I think I told you this or I talked to somebody recently. My sister she graduated '05 from West High. You remember my sister, right?
okay, so yeah, so she's a year older than me.
Okay. So she
30.
had kids right out of high school, and her kids are now 19, 16. She had kids like right
Damn.
after, like you, like right out of high school. And,
Yeah.
one's in college, one's in high school, BHS. And that's something that's like, with me, we talk about it with her. Like me, I talk about it with her, like how I'm, like I waited, I enjoyed my early years single, and then now I'm enjoying my family years. And
Yeah.
was enjoying her family years, and now she's seeing the end of you know, her child years, and she's getting ready for the party. She's like looking forward to the party. Like
Yeah.
once the little boy is out of high school, she's gonna be like, yeah, I'm about to be like,
Let's do it. Yeah.
yeah, right. And same with you. Like I'm sure, like once your girl is old enough to be
No, I'm actually the exact opposite because like my daughter's drifting. drifting, like slowly drifting. And it's cool. At first I was a little alarmed because I was like, is something wrong? I reached out to her mom. Her mom was like, don't worry about it. Like, she's like that with us too. Like, she's just at that age. And now I'm like, damn, man, I wish I would have had more kids, like not now,
Right. No,
but
no,
maybe
yeah,
like a
yeah. And
couple
I
years
see
back.
that too. I can totally see that. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm
Like you're
like, damn
young,
it.
should have had a bunch, and now you're chilling. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get that. And
But I
it's
mean,
like
hey.
a retrospective thing where you just look back and go like, damn, I should have just had a bunch of kids, laid back,
Mhm.
and now I'm
Figured it out later.
chilling. In your
Yeah.
like, your later years, you're just chilling,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
taking care of you.
Yeah. So, but I mean, it's cool. It is what it is.
Right.
My dad had a lot of kids, so I was off put by that.
How many of you
Like
guys
I
are
just
there?
found out. My mom's my mom had five, so there's five of us on my mom. My dad, I think he's
Really?
approaching 40, at least 30 something to 40 kids.
What?
Like I just found out a couple, yeah, like I just found out a couple of weeks ago that
How is that possible?
my old the guy was a
Did you grow up with
traveling
him?
musician. No,
So he was just
no,
out there. That's why.
out there, yeah,
Wait,
he was
wait.
out
So
there.
you have 40 siblings?
More or less, yeah. From what I
That's
mean, at least
crazy,
that's how
bro.
the story goes. That's how the story goes. But my niece had just told me that they found out that my dad had like two kids right before he died. So I was like,
Okay,
fuck.
okay. So hold on, hold on. Let me just ask without being too pushy.
No, no, no.
What
That's
happened with
okay.
your pops? Like you never knew him?
We grew up without him. Me and my brother, because we're his two kids from my mom. We got visitation, but we didn't see him much. And then he passed when I was 15. So all that time before was like the only time we got to spend with him, which wasn't much because he was a musician and that was like his passion. So he put that before anything, even at like all of his kids. Like that was his thing.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
So
nuts.
that was
So who the
some big
fuck is your
shoes to
dad?
fill.
Like,
Yeah.
do you know where he's born? Do you know his the story? Like, was he born in Bakersfield? Where's he born?
Mexico. He's
And
from
what? And he
Mexico.
just came through and just went through everything?
Yep.
Like, went
Back
through the
he
state?
came back and forth. Yeah. He would go back and forth from here,
Do you know where
LA.
your family is at? Like, LA?
No, I just know I have nine siblings in LA that my mom didn't know about when they were together. So, I have five in Delaware, or they're in between Delaware and Virginia. I have five siblings on the East
What
Coast
the
that I
fuck?
know about. Then the nine that we don't know that live in LA, and then however many he has in Mexico, which is like is like that was like his breeding grounds.
What the fuck? What was his
Yeah,
deal?
he
Do you
was.
know
I
what
mean,
his job? Like, what was his job? Like, what is
he was
his
a
job the reason
musician.
for him? Oh,
He's
musician. You said that.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
he was an accordion player and a singer, so he was well known in Mexico. And
God
then
damn, he was out
he
there.
he worked in the fields out here, so he was really just doing whatever he wanted, live day to day.
Bro, that's
So
fucking crazy. And
yeah,
you never met him.
yeah, a couple times. Yeah, he would take me and my brother out a few times, but
You and
I have a
Carlos?
couple.
You
Huh?
and Oscar?
Chris.
You and Chris.
Yeah, me and
Sorry.
Chris are the same dad. Yeah, no, no, you're good. It's a little confusing. Yeah,
I saw
but
Oscar and I was thinking Oscar and I said Carlos. I don't know why I did that.
yeah,
I know Oscar. He's dope. He's dope as fuck. He was an enemy in the beginning and he's now a friend. He's an ally. He was an
guys,
enemy
I
from
remember
the
that.
bottle situation.
Yeah.
He was like, "What
Gosh.
the fuck, bro?" I don't know who the fuck that guy was. And later on,
Mm.
Chris took me back. I'm like, "I'm not going now." He's like, "Just come in." So I violated Chris and his family, viewers, guys looking. I violated them with bottles. I threw bottles in their yard because they threw bottles in my yard. So I was retaliating. And I never met Oscar, but Oscar came out as I was driving off, dropping the bottles. And Oscar was like, and I was like, fuck, who's this
And
guy?
and
Who's this scary
and
fool?
and to mention, he is like the complete opposite of Chris at the time. Like Chris is this like punk rock skater dude, and Oscar's like this freaking long t-shirt cholo,
I feel like,
fucking
yeah. but once you know them, they're the same.
Yeah,
They're the same
yeah.
guy. They're the same. Like
At
I
first
got really
glance,
close with Oscar after that. Really close.
yeah.
And he was super dope. And he was like, bro, I got you. He was like, we were fucking faded one day. And he was like, bro, whatever you need, I got you, bro. I'm like, thanks, bro. And I don't know if he remembers it, but I'm gonna call him on that. If I ever need anything,
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna hit up Oscar, bro.
Yeah, that's kind of like I think that's like how we all are. I think that's just how we were brought up. It's just like,
No,
you know,
you guys are all family. I feel like, I grew up with you guys and looking back, it was such a short time, but you guys really made me feel like family at your house at Sage Point. Like, you guys all made me, and I met your mom
yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
it was your dad, your stepdad, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Very, very cool guy. They were
Yeah.
super chill. Everything was chill.
Yeah, they actually just put that house on the market. It's wild. They remodeled it. It looks fucking dead. It's just like a just it just looks like a house. It doesn't look like that warming home to go to, someone's always there. It's mind blowing to see a fucking for sale sign outside. Like,
Yeah,
it's crazy. But it is what it is, man. You know, times times change.
right.
So, but I was uh I was on Netflix the other day and I seen that there was a sequel to Happy Gilmore. And as of time of recording this, I tried to watch it, but I couldn't because it wasn't good to me. But the original was on there, so I immediately popped it on. And do you remember watching the first Happy Gilmore?
I do.
Oh
I
man,
definitely do.
can you explain to our, I guess, what is it? Not we're millennials. Gen Zers. Can you explain to Gen Zers what the first movie is about?
So at the time, I feel like it was kind of like you know, it it has now become the first Happy Gilmore, I would say. A very like a classic,
Yeah,
but at the time it was not that, right? In the 90s, maybe the early 2000s, it definitely was not a classic. It was just one of the first Adam Sandler movies. It literally was like the
right,
second. He did Billy Madison first, and then he
right.
did Happy Gilmore. And that was one of the first movies he did. And I remember there was a lot of, you know, we would quote that movie a lot of
Yeah,
quotables, a lot of memorable scenes.
yeah.
And it was just something that was very, like there's just things about it that just became iconic. Like for example, there's the Leonard Skinner song that
Oh
oh
God, the opening song.
always gone, whatever it's called. What's that
Yes.
song called?
Yeah.
Tuesday's gone. Tuesday's gone away. Tuesday's gone. So that
Yeah.
song became iconic because of the like I didn't know who Leonard Skinner was. I didn't know who that song, like I knew who
Right.
Leonard Skinner was because of that movie, right? Like that
Yeah.
was something that was for me a big deal, a very big deal. And like there's iconic, and they used it. I mean, I'm not to jump forward, but I saw the sequel and they use a lot of those iconic moments as callbacks in the sequel, like like I ate pieces of shit like you for breakfast. Kanye did
Mm.
it. Remember? I eat
Yeah.
pieces
Yeah.
of shit like you for breakfast. What? You eat pieces of shit? What's the basis? We all going somewhere but got no suits and cases. Like Kanye,
Yeah. Yeah.
he took that line and made it something. And even,
And that was
you know,
years after the movie
right,
too.
right.
That's
So
crazy to
it
me.
was such an iconic role or iconic movie where there was so many lines and it was like the one where like gold jacket, green jacket, who gives a shit? Or like one of the things that one of my buddies had a kick at, we were talking about it when we watched it recently, my wife and I was telling her about the part where Chubbs, you know, he's like, he goes, uh, what does he say? Fuck. I forget the part. Fuck. It's the part where he's shaking the hand, where he goes, um, I have to cut this part out. I don't know it.
When he first meets him?
It was when Chubbs first introduces himself to Adam
Oh yeah,
Sandler,
yeah.
and he's like telling him like I'm a golf pro, and what was he saying? he says, oh,
He
he
like
goes, Chubbs is telling him like they wanted me to play in the pro, but they wouldn't let me. And Adam Sandler was like, why? Because you're black?
oh
And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
he goes, um, hell no, because of my hand. And he shows him his hand for the first time.
Yeah.
But
I
that
think Adam
hell
Sandler
no
like
was so
yeah.
heavy, it made me,
Yeah.
every time I hear the hell no, I always die fucking laughing.
Yeah.
And then there's the part where at the end of that conversation, Adam Sandler's like, oh, I'll see you later. Oh, he has no hand. He's gonna shake his hand. He's
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Oh my God.
like
What a
fake shakes
classic.
his hand and leaves.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I got
Uh
Gorilla Glue for that.
yeah, it's oh man. So many quotable scenes in that movie. Uh Crazy cast for its time. How you said like it wasn't a classic at the time. I think because at the time there was just comedy movies left and right just getting made.
I think it was I don't know where it was, but Adam Sandler became something. He wasn't what he is now. You know,
Yeah.
back in the early 2000s or whatever, you know what I mean? He was just
Yeah.
Adam Sandler. It was like he was doing his thing, but it always goes back to that thing, kind of like with I always call back to Eminem or like Jay-Z in the rap world where like they were just doing their thing and no one ever thought anything of them until years later when it's like, oh, this album that they dropped, 10 years ago is a classic now. So same
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Adam
yeah.
Sandler, where it's just like, all these movies have, like they were panned over that like no one really put any thought into them. But now you're kind of like going back and going, oh, this is the beginning of Adam Sandler's legacy.
Right.
Waterboy, Mr. Deeds, all these
Yes.
movies that were like bricks into this house that is
Like
Adam Sandler now.
yeah, yeah. Like he became like a almost a genre
Right.
in itself. Like
That's exactly it. He is a genre, especially like I would say Mr. Deeds. That is definitely a genre movie where it's like some of the shit in there does not make sense at all, but it's because it's an Adam Sandler movie.
right.
It's why it's okay. This
Or
joke is
even like
okay because it's
yeah,
Adam
like
Sandler
with
movie.
same thing with like Little Nicky. Like there's little jokes in there that can only work as an Adam Sandler movie. Like
Right. Exactly.
and I think Happy Gilmore laid down that and Billy Madison laid down the foundation for that because I watched Happy Gilmore a couple nights ago and oh my God, dude, I felt like a damn kid. I was just laughing so much. And growing up, my brothers, I'm texting my brother on the side, like sending him video clips, and I'm just like, God, dude, this movie is so great. Like, there's so many. The cast is insane. You got Adam Sandler, Carl Weathers, who was Chubbs, was fucking hilarious. Uh, what's his name? The guy who plays Shooter McGavin, of course. Ben Stiller, who I think is the funniest character in that movie. Oh my God, Ben Stiller's insane in that
Right.
first movie.
All of them.
Like,
Every
yeah,
single person in that movie was like, especially Carl Withers. Like that was something that was
yeah,
crazy because of Rocky. He was Rocky's mentor.
yeah.
So it's like just
Or a
so
Predator too, as
nuts.
well.
But I mean, like he was the mentor to Rocky. So like just to say
Yeah,
that he was Rocky's
yeah. He
mentor,
was like,
he was Happy Gilmore's mentor too. Like, and
yeah,
one thing I read recently was it was very unfortunate was that Carl Withers died last year, 2024,
yeah.
unfortunately, and he was slotted to be in this Happy Gilmore 2,
Ah,
but he
that
couldn't
would have
be in
been
it and they had to rewrite
crazy.
the whole script because they had originally written him in. He was supposed to be in it.
Ah, that would have been so crazy.
Did you watch it?
Yeah. I watched most of it and I couldn't. I just it just didn't. I think the flashback scenes were too like just too forced. I didn't really care for the comedy. I think they were trying too hard. But it was nostalgic to see though. Like as at the beginning of it, I was like, "Oh man, like I really hope this is good." Like it feels like it's gonna be good, and then it kind of fell off, and I was like,
I
"Nah,
loved every
it's
bit of
actually
it.
not."
I loved every bit of it.
Yeah,
I saw the downsides of it, but I also saw the callbacks as very genuine. you know,
Yeah.
like just to brush up on it. Like there was a part in the very beginning where you say you saw the beginning, right?
Yeah.
It was a part where they were talking about Adam Sandler was talking about his kids getting jobs and
Yeah.
how they it showed them all at their jobs. Like one guy was a construction, one guy was a plumber,
Yeah.
and they were doing the same shit Adam Sandler did in the beginning, where they were
The
just like
first movie.
using the
Yeah.
cone. Dude,
Yeah.
that was like this is great. Like that was so cool. They did that. All the boys were all
That
the
was really
sons
good.
were
Yeah.
doing it, and I was
That
dying. I was like, that's a great callback.
yeah, that
Great
was
callback.
seeing if it was more of that, but the just
It
full like just
I feel
I
like it
think just
was.
like
I
the
feel like I
full
feel like it was a lot of that. Like there was a lot of those old callbacks where it was just so. Did you see Eminem?
I didn't get that far, no.
Oh
But I think
God.
if they would have cut out the flashbacks, I might have finished it. But they were too way too forced, and I was like,
And yeah,
nah, like
I
maybe
can
I
agree
should
with
have
that.
watched the first one.
I can agree with that. I
Maybe
can
I
agree with
should
that.
have
The
maybe I
callbacks were
should have
definitely like the lawyer. You saw the lawyer where they bring the lawyer
yeah,
back, or
yeah.
the guy from the house you're gonna hate me.
Oh, that guy. I was just gonna bring that guy up
You see
when
him in
he's
the
like,
sequel?
yeah, he's like,
Did you
no,
get
I
that
didn't see
far?
him in the sequel.
Oh, okay,
No,
okay.
when he
So
tell, I
they
love in
do
the
the callback where he's like, I became a lawyer, and he's their lawyer, and he's like telling
oh,
him like, I'm gonna represent you to help you out, and he's like, Hampson's like, I know you, and he's like, yeah, I was the IRS agent. He's like, you used to work for the IRS, and he's like, yeah, I remember. He's like, I got tired of people throwing me out and hating me, throwing me out of windows, so I became a lawyer, and it showed that flashback, and I'm like, that wasn't necessary. Like it showed it where they
yeah,
kicked him out the window, and then the kid looks up to him and goes, you became a lawyer because you didn't want people to hate you. That's fucking hilarious. And all the
hmm
kids are going off on him like, we hate lawyers. Everyone
oh
hates
yeah,
lawyers. What the fuck? It's so funny, dude. Like that's crazy to get to there because it's such a good.
yeah.
I feel like you should give it
I,
a chance, bro.
I
It's so
yeah, I am.
good.
I think I'm gonna give it some time though, because I think I watched the first one too soon. I
Nah,
think I gotta give it
I
time
think
between
watching
both
the
of them.
first and the second would go great together. I think, but it's up to you. It's totally up to everybody
I'll give
else.
it. I'll give it a chance. I'll give it a
I
chance,
think it
and
was very, very
I'll
good, but
report back.
a lot of people hated it. But I can
Yeah.
see why they hated it, but I loved it, and I can see why people loved it because I loved it.
Well, I just seen a headline that it's the biggest Netflix premiere ever. So,
Ooh,
but I mean, it did get a lot of promotion
it was
promos.
so good. It was so good because they made him in this movie seem like like he was just this pro who went dark.
You're right.
And that was what was so mysterious about it. Like it was like this mysterious thing where he's like coming back, and all the the crowd is like, is he back? Like what's going on here?
Yeah.
Like that's what I liked about it. It really made it
I,
seem
I
like a real legend story.
yeah.
And we
Yeah, I
saw the
like that,
beginning,
but I think I think he recovered his talent too fast though. I think they should have did a little more with him trying to, get his his skill back.
but they
But it was
twisted it
like
with
he
alcoholism. They put
yeah.
alcoholism into it, where they made
Yeah,
it
that was
seem
pretty
like
cool.
and that's the end product. Not to kill it for you, but that's the end.
Yeah.
Is he realizes that being sober is the crux. Like that's his thing. Like I need
Yeah.
to be sober. I need to stay sober to be
Yeah.
okay. And that's what he realizes. Like, and like one of the things he says at the end, which is very powerful, I think, in my opinion, is like he's like, I've won many trophies because it shows you throughout the movie that he's won like, you know, after that first win in the first movie of the gold jacket,
Yeah.
he has like 5 gold jackets. Like he has
Oh
so many,
shit.
like he has so many gold jackets, and he doesn't care. They're all in his trunk, in his piece of shit car trunk, just
Yeah.
being wrinkled. And he wears one time to go meet up with the people, meet up with because
Yeah.
he knows the routine now that he's a pro to go meet up with the professionals and have lunch and have dinner. And he's wearing the gold jacket, just like he did. Remember in the first one where he's like the the um the arcade machines calling my name. Remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they're all wearing the gold jackets. There's a scene where he's wearing the gold jacket and he knows the routine.
Yeah.
Like this is
I
what
saw that.
we gotta do this, right? So he knows that, and he's won 5 gold jackets. But at the end, he says, all the trophies I've won this 3 month sober chip. is the most special to me. You know, like that's what
Yeah.
the which I think is very special because the whole thing in the movie, he's battling his own
Yeah.
demons, which
Addiction.
he
Yeah.
turns into alcoholism, which is, the wife thing. I don't want to ruin that for
Yeah.
you, but he has that thing with his
Yeah.
wife where,
See, and I like that. I thought that's where it was gonna go. I thought it was gonna be more serious, but I think they were just fumbling the whole like tone of the movie because they would get to like that dark point, like when he was like, I think someone brought up something about his wife, and he's like, "Well, I don't play because of that or whatever," and then next scene he's like dumping alcohol out of a fucking remote control, and it's like, what are you trying like? You had me there, but then now you're whiplashing me back, between
what was the
the
problem
the
with that?
tone of the movie. It was really like sentimental, kind of dark. Like I think the whole like his whole daughter thing. I love that. That was like really like heartfelt. But then it switches up to like something dumb to where like he's like pouring like he has alcohol hidden in like a remote control, or like uh he like tricks the guy into drinking hand sanitizer, and it's like you had to do that like right after, like you couldn't. But I mean, I gotta finish it. I'll definitely finish it. You said it's really good. But back to the first one, I was gonna say the boss, the guy with the nail in his head. That dude is hilarious. My brother,
Yeah.
like the last time I see my brother, that's all he kept talking about. He was like, because there's a scene at the end when he takes the jacket and he runs, and that guy's behind him, and he's like, I believe that's Mr. Gilmore's jacket, and he's like, chase that. My brother kept telling me that, like the night I hung out with him, like he just kept saying that. I was like, dude,
Yeah.
he's like, I gotta watch it. I was like, yeah,
That's
man.
so good. Yeah.
And then he has a
I think
shirt that
I think
says
it's a
"Guns Don't
great
Kill
chef's
People."
kiss to the first
Yeah,
movie. I think it's
yeah,
very, very it's a great it's a more modern movie to
yeah,
the the old movie, but one of my own, I don't know. There's a lot of things I could say, but I don't want to get
yeah,
into it because there's a lot when it comes to Adam Sandler movies.
yeah, yeah. It's good. I mean, the classics are gonna be the classics. You can never compare. But I think it was an actual. It was how a sequel can be done properly. I'm not saying it's terrible. It just could have been done better, in my
But you
opinion.
didn't
But
finish it.
yeah, I gotta finish it.
So
So
yeah, finish it and then tell me that.
yeah. Well, yeah, okay. Because we were
Because
talking
even
about the
then,
first one.
it sounds like you got 20 minutes in. That's not like you finished even half of it.
I got
It
where did
gets
I stop?
really good. It gets
I
really
got
good.
once he started winning is when I stopped.
Dude, I'm just
When
telling you, it gets so good where like you can tell Adam Sandler, because Adam Sandler and some other guy wrote it, and you
yeah,
could tell that Adam Sandler knows what the fuck he's doing. Like he's a
yeah,
vet. He's a vet now. He knows there's no especially like, you know, his track record. There's hardly any, dings. There's all bangers.
yeah.
Like it's
Well,
mostly banger. It's mostly bangers.
I think
Like
his
like name
recent
name five dings. Adam Sandler,
uh
please.
let's see, Grown Ups 1 and 2,
No,
the
no, no,
Do
no,
Over.
no, no, no. The majority will not say that. That's not true. Why would you say
I
that?
think they're not good movies. The humor is
The
horrible.
first one was really good. The second one
First one
maybe,
was okay.
but the
The
first
second
one
one was
was,
terrible.
dude. I'm telling you, the majority will say the first one's really good. It
Jack
got
and Jill
that was a
voted
bad
one of
one. That was
the
definitely a
worst
bad one.
movie
Right,
ever
right.
made.
That was a panned one.
Uh,
Yeah, definitely. I liked it, but there was a lot of Al Pacino was in that movie,
which he
and
hates that movie. Yeah,
he insisted on not being credited for that movie. Like
yeah,
he wants to be not, he doesn't want any
nothing to do with
credits for
that.
that movie. Yeah, yeah, which is
Yeah,
crazy. But I get it.
right.
What else? What else? What you got? What you got? What you got?
Um, that bedtime was it bedtime stories? The one
That
with
was a really
Russell
good
Brand.
movie. It's
I
very critically acclaimed. I can help you out with this. That's my boy was very
yeah,
was a very dud of a movie.
yeah.
I could tell you I've never
Um,
seen that one. Never seen that one.
yeah. That one was not good. What
Pixels,
else? Pixels was god awful.
that was another one that was very, I never seen that one either.
Yeah.
That was a very
Um,
panned movie. But other
I
than
didn't see it.
that,
I
I
heard the
can't
one
think
with
of
Jennifer
any.
Aniston was really bad.
Just go with it.
Yeah,
That was a very good movie. I would
yeah.
say,
I heard.
I don't know about the critics, but I liked it. I know that
Mm,
he did two more with Jennifer Aniston, which was the murder movies,
mm,
the murder mystery, part one and part two. Remember those?
yeah, that Halloween movie he did was horrible
With,
too.
but it was no, it did really well. Halloweeny with the girl from Happy Gilmore.
Yeah,
She's in it.
yeah.
No, that one did really
Uh,
well.
but I mean, he has. I mean, if you were to go good to bad, he definitely has a lot of more good movies than bad. But um, yeah, like Uncut Gems was a great movie. That one was nuts.
It was a good
Uh,
movie. I like that one.
Hustle is probably my favorite, like one of my favorite
Never
movies
saw
he's
that
ever
one.
done. Oh, that one's
Everyone
good.
tells me it's a good, really good movie.
I think that's one of my favorites of his.
Hustle?
Yeah. Do you remember Bulletproof
I do.
with
I love that
Damon
movie.
Wayans?
Damon Wayans,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
We're
Yeah, I
going to
love that.
Disneyland. I
Yes.
love that
Oh,
movie, dude. I love
that
that
movie
movie.
is so good.
It's so like under like no one
Un-
knows that movie.
Yeah.
I feel
Oh,
like
and
no
it's
one
so
knows
good.
that movie, which is stupid because if they made a sequel, I think it would do very well.
Hmm. Oh yeah. Because Damon Wayans still looks young.
But
His
in
son could be in
general,
it
just them two
involved.
being together and just two
Yeah.
being in a situation they don't have to be in, but they have to be in it again. That'd be so
Yeah.
dope. Like, I don't know, in my
That
opinion.
yeah, that was that man, that movie is so underrated.
Yeah, I remember that. We're
The
going to Disneyland.
yeah, no, the scene when he's singing in the shower
Hmm.
and he's all fucking soaped up. He like tries to escape through the window and Damon Wayans like shoves the gun in his ass and the dude rolls by and he's like, "Hey Charlie." And Damon Wayans like, "What's up, Chuck?" And he just like looks at them like, "What the fuck?" He just keeps on walking. That shit's great. Oh, that's such a good movie.
Yeah, it is.
I used to watch that one a lot too. That
Me too. Me too.
yeah. And then of course Billy Madison, which man,
That's
oh
the
my
movie.
god, that is yeah,
That should have had a sequel. Because you
yeah,
know
oh
what?
yeah, for
And
sure.
that's what I was gonna say before. That movie did a lot of things for me personally when
Hmm.
it came to like my own, like, the movie stuff, like my own
Yeah,
thought process. One of the things I thought was very interesting about that movie is that whenever he was drunk, he saw the penguin,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
which is always a concept I've always wanted to write, where there was a character who, whenever he's drunk, he sees someone. And it turns into like a Fight Club thing where like
yeah,
this character always exists because this character is always drunk, but you don't know this till the end that you realize, oh, because I didn't know that as a kid that when Adam Sandler was drunk, he saw the penguin. I just thought he was just stupid seeing the penguin, but
right,
he was
yeah,
literally drunk seeing the penguin.
yeah,
And that would have been a more better theme to the Happy Gilmore 2 when it came with the alcoholism, right? Because
yeah,
it was a
yeah,
seed that was planted in the Billy Madison universe where he was always an alcoholic back then. Maybe he got back into it again. And that would have been because like Happy Gilmore never had any problem with alcohol. So it was kind of
no,
crazy for him all of a sudden to be an alcoholic
yeah,
but he used that as a crux to deal with his wife's death,
yeah,
Vivian or Vivi.
yeah. Because the first one, he
Normal
was
dude.
just a hockey player that wanted to be
Right.
or
So
a
that's
golfer.
my only gripe with Happy Gilmore 2 was that they made him an alcoholic for really no reason. I mean, there is a reason, but it would have been more acceptable if it was Billy Madison who was an
Yeah,
alcoholic because he was, you know, seen as
yeah,
he
he
was
was a party animal.
right, right.
Yeah. Oh, remember Chris Farley in that movie? He was
Yep.
a fucking bus driver. Oh my
Hmm.
God. So funny.
Hmm. It
Uh
was said that I don't know if I've heard this many times, but Chris Farley was contractually obligated because he got so famous to be in Black Sheep.
yeah.
You heard that? So because of that, that's why he wasn't in Happy Gilmore. He's supposed to be in Happy Gilmore. He's supposed to be the caddy.
Oh God, imagine that.
Did you see Happy Gilmore too? You didn't see Happy Gilmore too. You saw half of it.
Yeah.
You didn't see Bad Bunny?
I did. I actually that was probably my favorite part of the
Dude,
movie.
Bad Bunny is the
Hilarious.
best part of that movie.
He's
The
hilarious.
ending, the ending,
Oh, I got it. Yeah, I'll watch it now just for
the
that
ending is the
because you said
best.
that. I
Bad
actually met
Bunny.
him once,
You met Bad Bunny?
like when he was barely like surfacing, like when he was first coming out. I worked at the outlets, and he happened to pull in and was shopping. And, like he came into the store I was working at, and I was like, "Who is this guy?" And I was like, "Shook his hand," but I didn't hear because I didn't listen to the radio. But I was like, I don't care. Like he's Hispanic and he's a fucking he's an upcoming superstar. I was like, hell yeah. So shook his hand and stuff, hooked him up with some
Nah,
stuff.
dude, that's dope.
Yeah.
Dude,
Funny, hilarious guy though.
dude, he is so great in this movie. Like
Yeah.
he is he's gonna be an actor. He is an
Yeah.
actor. He's
Well, did you see him in Bullet Train?
no,
He was good in Bullet Train. Small role, which was kind of disappointing, but his role was great. It was very
really.
memorable. Yeah.
And same with Happy Gilmore. He has a
Yeah.
small role, but it's very memorable.
Yeah.
He is the ending. He is the ending.
Nice. Yeah, I got
Like
it.
if it
Oh,
wasn't for him, there would be no happy ending.
yeah. Damn. Good shit. I'll give it a second chance. I'll give it the Joey Licea second chance.
Do it.
You heard it first here, guys. We
And
now
he,
we now have the coveted Joey Licea second chance. So, with that said, um, being there's so many crazy kooky characters in Adam Sandler movies, let's jump into a segment I like to call Big 90s Energy. Now, this is a topic. This is a segment where we talk about actors, musicians, cartoon characters, whatever, that just ooze 90s energy. Like when you think 90s, you immediately see that
90s
person or character.
specifically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you were to just at the drop of a hat think of 1990 to 1999, who is
19.
somebody or something that jumps in your head? Like I said, could be a musician, a actor, pop star, a cartoon character. I think the first one we did, I think was I think it was Wolverine because he
Oh,
just had that like
fiction,
attitude.
not real, like
Either
nonfiction.
anything. Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay. I'm thinking like real people because I was the first thing in my head I thought was Gavin Rosdale.
Gavin Rossdale.
Yeah, he's the lead singer of what's that band? Bush.
Oh,
And he was huge back then.
yeah,
He married Gwen Stefani.
yeah, yeah. I
You
remember that
know,
guy.
that's the first thing
His
I thought
voice
when you
was
said that. I don't know why.
his
And
voice
then he
was
does
so
that song where like no one understands the lyrics, like da, 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 da. I forget how it
yeah,
goes. It's like a stupid fucking song.
yeah. Oh man, no shit. Yeah.
Tom Green.
Oh, yeah. I just recently seen like something about him. I guess he was doing like a show or something for a while, and people were trolling him, and he didn't understand it, so he was getting like pissed off,
Who?
like live on TV. Tom Green.
Oh yeah, Tom Green's a fool now.
Yeah.
What were you saying? He did what?
Yeah, I guess he hosted like one of the first ever like live stream shows, and people would just troll him, and
Oh, he didn't
yeah,
get
and
it.
he didn't get it, so he was getting pissed off and like you know
Right.
talking shit back to people. Yeah. How about a cartoon character?
In the
Any
90s? Well, SpongeBob was invented in the 90s. That's a thing.
yeah, yeah,
He thrived in the 2000s. But that was the thing I remember. It was a contest. It was a like, we're gonna show you these group of, cartoons and you pick them on Nickelodeon. And people
yeah,
picked SpongeBob SquarePants. I think um Cat Dog was another one that got picked. That was a second. So they started
uh,
making and but cartoon characters, Beavis and Butthead,
those are probably the
definitely
number
probably like the
ones.
main ones.
Yeah.
Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah.
I
We
mean, it
talked
depends
about
on
that.
what you're watching. Ren and Stimpy was more kids. Beavis and Butt
Yeah.
was more like middle teens, middle aged teens, or like I won't say
Yeah.
middle age, like teens to adults. Like I don't know what you call that, like pre adults.
The
What
preteen.
would you say?
I had one pop in my head as soon as you started saying names. Miss Frizzle, the Magic School Bus.
Was that 90s?
Yeah,
Yeah, Miss
because I
Frizzle.
remember
I just
they
saw
would
something
let
on
us
that.
watch it in elementary school. Every once in a while, they'd let us watch like an episode
I
of
just
Miss
saw
Frizzle.
that they just like put them out, like those episodes out on something.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know what it is, like Paramount Plus or whatever, like HBO Max. But they put those episodes out, but they banned one episode that had to do with a bunch of salmon, right?
Yeah.
Um, Sperming on a bunch of eggs, and the kids are in the eggs. They're being spermed on, and they're
Oh
like,
shit.
"Whoa!" It's like a whole like a learning experiment. But you
Yeah.
can't show sperming on eggs and the kids inside and like, "Oh my
Oh,
god, it's happening!" Like it was like a banned episode, and it's you can see it on
it makes
YouTube, but
sense.
you can't see it on like Paramount Plus or
We're
whatever.
streaming. Yeah.
Some episode where yeah, it's
What the
banned. It's
fuck?
banned now. Yeah, but back then it was like it's okay. Let's just show
It's educational.
these salmon sperming on their eggs, and the kids are inside,
Yeah.
just like yay, we're
What
watching it
the?
happen.
They're getting caked on. Oh God, that's nuts.
Yeah, it was such a stupid episode that was
Well,
banned.
I guess that could be kind of a big '90s energy is watching sperm penetrate eggs because remember Look Who's Talking?
Yes, and
The
you
first and the second one.
the beginning of every you look who's talking. You saw
Hmm.
sperm on eggs.
And they were all talking.
Yeah,
The first one it was the Bruce Willis. Oh man, what a
Roseanne
ledge.
Barr.
Yep, and the second
Danny
one was
DeVito.
Roseanne.
But the third one was dogs. It was a dog,
Yeah,
right? So it wasn't
yeah,
a
the third
person.
one.
So Danny DeVito was a dog. So the first two would I would say more canon,
Yeah, it was more themed. It
more
was themed
theme when it
proper.
came to sperm talking to
Yeah,
the embryo.
fucking John Travolta was fucking that was his.
Hey,
Oh, in the second one, not the first one.
hey. Oh,
And
here's in the
Christy
first
Alley.
one.
Yeah, but I mean, the baby wasn't his in the first one.
Right. But one thing I thought was dope, no one talks about it, is that John
Yeah.
Travolta, Bruce Willis is the voice of the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce Willis, John Travolta, Pulp
Yeah.
Fiction.
Oh yeah. Is it a shared universe?
I don't know.
Oh,
All
and
I
then
know is that they he was the father, he was a stepfather, Papa, son,
hmm
and then they were hating each other in Pulp Fiction, which was
yeah,
funny.
it was fucking hilarious.
Right.
Uh, and then in the second one, Christy Alley, her deadbeat brother was a dude from CSI, or
He
is
was
it
Casey
CSI?
Jones.
Yeah, Casey Jones too. Yeah, that's who it was.
I don't know
Yeah,
CSI. I just know
fucking
Casey
goofy.
Jones. He was Casey
Yeah,
Jones in Ninja
goofy
Turtles.
ass dude. Yeah, he was goofy as shit. He fucking left the kids in the house while it was burning because
Yeah,
he
what
was
a
chasing a
dummy.
burglar.
Fucking idiot.
Fucking nuts. Ah, okay. Yeah,
Like who
Casey
does that?
Jones.
Someone doesn't know what the fuck they're doing with
Oh
kids
yeah,
in the house. Took the kids
yeah.
first, right? I
Dumbass.
mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, and
I
it's like
mean,
it's a burglar, dude.
you
Like,
don't chase a burglar, you
yeah,
know,
once they're
with the
out, they're
kids in
out.
the house. Yeah, right, right, with the kids in the house.
Oh God, that's crazy. But yeah, I guess in the '90s it was okay to show human sperm penetrate female
And yeah, that's something
eggs.
that was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know their logic. But at the time, maybe it was like, okay. Because a lot of things that, that were okay back then that are not okay now.
Yeah,
Especially even as of recent, like I was telling someone about a year ago about the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You
yeah,
ever watch that show?
I love that show.
Really? So they you probably know this then. They do this thing where, Lethal Weapon, The movie they
Yeah.
did one, two, three, and four, and they tried to expand on it, five, six, and seven. Like they
Hmm.
did their own version of it. And Mac and Dennis, they would
Switch
play
roles.
Murtaugh and what's I forget the
Briggs.
Briggs and Murtaugh. Thank you. I love
Yeah.
you're with the 90s shits. So
Yeah.
so they play Briggs and Murtaugh, and one of them does blackface,
Yeah.
right? And that's the whole concept. And it's supposed to be stupid funny, right? Those episodes are banned on Hulu. Banned. You can't watch
That's
them.
so
You
crazy.
can never
That's
watch those episodes. There's two, three. So there's two episodes. There's five and six. And they
yeah.
do recently they did an episode seven. But because of the banned episodes, they talk about that. They go, we got banned,
Oh,
so we got to make it PC. And they totally try to change the script like politically correct with the new
I think I
times.
seen that one. Yeah, I seen that
Yeah,
one.
dude, it's so good. Like the way they
Yeah.
spin everything. I love Sunny. It's such a good show. It just came
Yeah.
back for their 19th season, I think. And
Yeah.
and I'm glad they did because it's such a great episode. There's been some great shit happening right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And they don't pull their punches.
No.
And it's not like shit humor where it's like just they're just trying to be, controversial. Like their jokes actually land. Like there's
I mean,
thought,
I think so. A lot of people don't think that. My wife is not a fan, so I can see her point of view. But ultimately, like it's like with her, she has not been there from the beginning. I know these people. Like I've seen them for
Right.
20 years, right? On TV,
Yeah. Yeah.
just being a goof. From the first episode, like Charlie saying the N-word. Like,
Yeah.
remember that episode where he's saying the N-word and someone catches him, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, I know their past, I know their
Yeah.
upbringing. For the last 20 years at least. So it's just more of like, I think it's funny
Yeah.
because I know them,
I think the concept really lands because they're all terrible people,
and
but
that's the
terrible
point.
shit
They're
always happens
terrible,
to them.
but how terrible is this one compared to this one? It's like, yeah, they're
Right.
all terrible people, but like, you know what I mean? Yeah, you're just comparing them.
And
Like, yeah,
watching
and that's
bad
the
shit
joke.
happen to them. Yeah. So
That's
it's
the
like
joke.
good.
They're all terrible, and bad things happen to them, and it's funny.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we'll close out the segment with our last Big 90s energy. We gotta say the legend Danny DeVito. Oh God, like that show like turned his public image on its head. Like
And
he was
and
always like,
he is someone to be studied, considering he was a big 70s 80s energy when it came to this show called Taxi.
yep,
He was on the show
yep,
called Taxi from the 70s to the middle of the 80s, where he played this boss of this taxi company where he was just like regulating where people go, and it was a comedy on NBC, and it was just like this huge. I grew up watching it, on late night television. I
yeah.
don't know if you saw it. You seen
I
it?
vaguely remember it. Yeah,
I watched every single episode. I remember when I was like 10 years old, living in I used to live by, where Kendrick Elementary is at, Olivier Junior High.
yeah,
I lived over there. I grew up there for the first 10 years of my life. And that was what we did. We would just watch like Happy Days,
yeah.
Taxi, Mary Tyler Moore, um,
The
um,
old.
just old fucking shows. What's that fucking guy's name? Bob Newhart. Like just crazy ass shows. Like crazy, like random shows. And it got to a point where, you know, I don't even know what the Mary Tyler Moore, Dick Van Dyke, you know,
Yeah,
like these
I
shows
Love
where
Lucy,
I Love Lucy,
like the
or like all
biggest
these
one.
old fucking shows where they were just like the beginning of sitcoms,
Yeah,
right? And Taxi was one of them. And Taxi was this one where, Andy Kaufman, you know who Andy Kaufman was, right?
right. Yeah, he was.
He
I was
was
just gonna say
he
that.
he
Yeah,
was on
he was
that
in there.
show. He was a historical figure. Still is.
Yeah,
And Danny DeVito knew him. Like Danny DeVito was really
they were
a
close.
part of his life. So it's
Yeah,
crazy to know that Danny DeVito, this guy, was such an important part of the 70s, 80s, and he is now part of the 2000s, 2010s, 2020s. Like
yeah,
because of Sonny. Like because of Sonny,
yeah,
he is fixed part of our culture. He will always be studied. He should always be studied.
yeah.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. You ever seen that movie?
Fucking Yeah, Jack Nicholson,
Right.
right?
There's an episode of
Yeah.
Sunny where they give an homage to that movie
No shit.
where Frank breaks
Wait.
out of a insane asylum, and it's supposed to be like his character leaving.
Oh, I think I remember that. Yeah.
Right. And that's what it's supposed to be like. It like that's the credits. Is Frank breaks out and he's walking out and like you hear the credits and you see the credits and it's just like this cool song playing while he's walking away from the camera. But it's supposed to be
Yeah.
like a homage to like what if his character got out of, inside the cuckoo's nest.
Yeah.
And that's what made that show so great. Um Charlie Day did a movie with what the fuck is that Mexican director? The one who did fuck. Death Stranding?
Guillermo del Toro?
Guillermo del Toro. Thank you. Thank you. Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
You just did it for me. Guillermo del Toro, right? Him and Charlie Day are best friends because he did this movie called what's the one that Charlie Day's in?
Pacific Rim?
Yeah. You're killing it, bro.
Come on, man.
Thank you. I have to
That's why
Google
I
my
started a
phone. You're here. Yeah,
podcast.
thank you. So, because of Pacific Rim, right? Charlie Day was casted. Guillermo del Toro pulled him in. Um, put him in the movie. They did this whole thing where I don't know if you've ever seen Pacific Rim, where he told Charlie Day, "I think you're a more like a Rick Moranis type, right?" So Charlie Day put on glasses and he did this whole like Rick Moranis thing where he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
playing his version
Like,
of Rick Moranis, right? And so because of that, there's an episode where of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia where Charlie thinks he's smart. Remember that episode
I think so.
where he goes to like a college and they think he's like a smart and they make him think he's the smartest, but they're doing a placebo on him, seeing if they can
Oh, okay,
give
yeah, yeah.
someone like the mental like yeah that he could be, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
That was directed by Guillermo del Toro. And It's Always
Shit.
Sunny episode was directed by Guillermo del Toro. And then there was
Nice.
another episode where Guillermo del Toro plays a character. He plays grandpa. Grandpa, what's the name of the family that with the weird family with the eyes and they're goofy?
Um,
They drink milk all the time.
fucking
Anyways, that family,
yeah.
Guillermo del Toro is the grandpa. And he's in court and he
Oh
has the
shit.
shit in his hat. He has the hat the bird in his hat and they take the bird off and he eats the lawyer's eye out and it's a whole
Oh
spectacle.
shit.
Anyways, Guillermo del Toro is an actor in that episode. And so there's this whole fucking like love language where, you know, Charlie Day met Guillermo del Toro, they met each other and they decided to put each other in each other's projects and it became a thing. And they're still collaborating to this day, which is like crazy to me that you got Guillermo del Toro collaborating with It's
That's
Always Sunny in
crazy.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So
But
crazy.
even back in the 90s, Danny DeVito was hitting big. He was doing a lot of kids movies back then.
Definitely. Matilda,
Like he
he
did,
directed Matilda.
yeah, he did that. Fucking Hercules, one of my favorite movies.
He was
He's amazing in that movie.
a little gimp guy.
Yeah. uh, what is he at? Uh,
I don't know his name.
Centaur,
That's why I
Minotaur?
said that.
Uh,
Sorry for the insensitivity.
uh, he did.
He was like a gremlin guy, right? The
Yeah,
little
yeah, he was like
alien.
the goat guy.
The goat. He was a goat. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
Phil. His
Sorry.
name was Phil. Fucking the well, it was the 80s, but the penguin,
He was the penguin.
fucking crazy, fucking eating. I remember reading that McDonald's almost had them like redo the movie because it was too grim to advertise because he was fucking eating, raw fish and his fingers were all like contorted and shit and
I
all
wonder what
jacked
happened
up.
where it was okay. Because it wasn't. It happened. McDonald's
Yeah,
still promoted him.
they greenlit it. Yeah,
What was the like a but like what was that next word?
yeah, right.
But it's okay because
He
this
fucking
and
very
this.
he bites like the dude's
He
nose
was in
off. Like,
Taxi. He was
Yeah.
in Taxi. Remember him in Taxi? He was the
Yeah.
dispatch man. So
This
think of that. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. Yeah, but you're
crazy
right. I
shit.
remember all the toys in McDonald's. There was a lot of McDonald's toys when it came to
Yeah.
that.
They're the best.
And I
Those are
remember that
so
era.
sick.
I was there. I was right there getting those
Yeah.
McDonald's toys. Danny
Yeah.
DeVito. It's crazy. You would never have known that he is this everlasting. You know,
Right. Until you like really sit and think about it. Like he's
he
fucking
was an icon
timeless.
back then. He's an icon now.
Hmm.
You know,
I don't okay, he might be someone that I can't find a bad movie on. I don't think he's been in a bad
I
movie.
just feel like when it comes to It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, like there are so many quotables
Yeah.
of him, or so
Oh
many
yeah.
like I've seen like when Fallout the show came out, which was like 2 years ago. You ever saw that
Yeah.
show?
Yeah, I love that show.
Me too. Really good show. But when that show came out, they did like a Dane DeVito edit where he lived in Fallout, that world, but it was Sunny clips
Oh,
where
I
he was
seen that.
saying
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, where he was
Yeah.
saying dumb shit from Sunny, which I mean, Sunny did the 19th season, so there's so much
So
footage of
much they could
him
use.
they can
Yeah.
just go crazy on, and especially like with him being so crass, being like, I like whores, and
Yeah.
I sleep with Charlie, and we
I'm the
play.
trash man.
I'm
That's
a
what he
trash.
said.
Yeah, all this fucking you have him saying the most because of this show. He says the most
Yeah.
random, crazy shit where he's like, I
He's
like
been
whores, like he just says the most
yeah.
random
He's
shit.
been
Like, I
like
want to marry
memed.
you, whore. Like if he wants to marry the whore. He's like,
Yeah.
you're my only whore. Like you're the only one. Like he's like prepping to be engaged to this prostitute. And he's like trying to
Yeah.
like find the words, and he's saying the wrong words before he says the right words. So
Yeah. What a legend.
what a
Shout out to
legend.
Danny DeVito.
Shout
What a
out to
legend.
Danny DeVito, who is like, I mean, 90s, 70s, 80s, 90s, I would say, 2000s, 2010s,
Hmm.
2020s. For the last
Yeah.
50 years, this man has reigned
Supreme.
culture,
And
reigned,
he seems like a humble guy too. Like,
I mean, I would think so, but one of the things I always worry about is like they say, don't meet your heroes. Because I feel like
yeah.
once think of him so high, you can meet him. You never know. You might find him on a bad day. He might not be a bad guy. Maybe he's not, fed properly. He's
Yeah.
hungry and he's trying to find his Uber. And I see him in the street and I'm like, what's up, bro? He's like, get the fuck out. Dude, get the fuck, I get it. But at the
Yeah.
time, I may not get it. I may be like, I felt slighted, but realistically, if you look at it from like his perspective, he's in
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
situation. So that's my only thing is where like I know, do not expect a lot from your heroes.
Yeah.
Like just take it for what it is. Even though like, we're both, I feel like, from humble beginnings. And if we see someone crazy, we're gonna definitely feel like, holy shit, I gotta
Yeah.
talk to this guy.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't have a choice. Like
I
it's
mean,
gotta happen.
I'm here.
Yeah.
He's here.
Yeah. Don't mind me. I've just grown up fucking
Can I get a
idolizing you.
picture? Can we just talk a little
Yeah.
bit? Can I get a little bit of your time? And it's
I
like,
always want to I always want to run into somebody like that and bring up like their most obscure or like oldest like movie or role. Like I was
that's what
talking to
you
my
need
buddy.
to do. That's what you need
y-
to do when you meet someone
Yeah,
like that is to come at them sideways with something they don't expect,
they don't
something that
hear.
they
Yeah.
find interesting. That's what I think a lot of people should do. And they do. I see it a lot, on like
Yeah.
social media where like people do ask them questions where like the like, the artist, the actor, the the famous person will be like, wow, I've never had someone ask me that question before,
Yeah.
which is what you want because they get asked the same questions over and over and over again.
Right, right. You want to kind of throw a little change up. Like
Right.
the guy who plays Miklo in Blood and Blood Out.
Yeah.
Like he came to town like last year, and I wanted to go, but it was fucking like $100. And I was like, no, there's no
What?
fucking yeah
What did he
for
do? What did he come to
like a
town
meet and
for?
greet, just a meet and greet for Blood and Blood Out, like just being that guy. But
What?
I
Where?
want, I wanted to do it, but it was I'm not paying $100. But if it was
Where?
cheaper, I wanted to go get a picture with him and be like, can you do a Street Fighter pose? Like I loved you as Ken. in
He
Street
was
Fighter. Like,
Ken in Street Fighter.
see, and like,
Bro,
imagine how.
bro. What
I
what
don't
what
think
was he?
anyone
Where
would
did he
say
go?
that.
Where did he go?
I don't know. I don't think he did anything else.
Did he go? But I mean, where was he going to Bakersfield to meet people, meet and greet?
I don't remember.
Was it like a small
Some,
spot, big spot?
I think maybe at the fairgrounds, like like a
Yeah,
convention.
okay. Then I wouldn't have been at all scared. I've been like, bro, you're at the fucking Kern Fairgrounds.
Yeah, yeah. You're. It's not that serious. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I'll
but
give you
you know, when you,
200 to fucking kick a high kick with me, Street
you're
Fighter
right.
style.
Or give me a Hadouken pose. Nice. So let's jump into another one. I guess we can make it our last segment of the night. I like to call this one, "Oh, snack." Remember that? This is where we talk about snacks growing
Let's
up.
go.
Yes. Do you have anything that jumps off right off the bat? 'Cause I got
Just what we talked about in past podcasts. This is your fifth
okay. Yeah,
podcast with
I'll
me. The first one we talked about Fruitopia. It's the first thing I could
yeah,
think about when you come about talking
fucking
about
oh,
snacks.
yes, love that shit. I'll bring one up. Um, I guess, or they're two different, but I consider it like a trio, and that's fruit roll-ups, fruit by the foot, and gushers.
Oh,
Those were like your go-to like little mini desserts when you took lunch to school.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I remember, and I don't think my mom never really bought those for us because they were kind of on the sweet end. But I remember one Halloween I got a fruit by the foot. And that was the first time I ate it, and I was like, "Fuck, this thing is insane!" Like
Do
it
you
was
remember
like
how
it
old
blew
you
my
were?
mind. Fuck, old like 10, maybe like 10 or 12.
No, that's fine because I think that's probably when I ate them.
Yeah,
And it's a learned thing. I remember one of the first things that ever happened in my life. It was in grade school, and it had to have been later on, maybe fifth grade, which I was like 10, maybe.
yeah,
But I remember this kid named Alvin, which I'd never met anyone. He's the only person in my life ever that's ever was named Alvin. Because I remember at the time Alvin and the Chipmunks was a thing. So I remember it was
yeah,
very distinctive for him to be called Alvin. But I remember this one particular day in fifth grade, I feel like it was fifth grade-ish area, where all he brought was a fruit by the foot for lunch. But everyone brought like a lunch pail with stuff. But for
right,
some reason, he just brought a fruit by the foot and he was showing it to everybody. Like, this is all I got for lunch. And I'm thinking, like, that sucks. That's scary. Like, what's going on in his life where that's all he's got, like,
yeah,
yeah, I was thinking all these things and who knows what was going on. But all I know is that at lunchtime, when it came to lunchtime, everybody started like pitching in, like, here, have some of my sandwich, have some of this. They bought him stuff. So he did that. I feel like that it ended up making his lunch very bountiful. But I remember that was my
damn,
first introduction to fruit by the foot when I was like, what is this thing he presented to people? And that was with
yeah,
his show off, you know? Maybe that
yeah,
was his plan. Like, I'm gonna be like, this is all I got, this sugary thing, and I was gonna like just fulfill him. And maybe that was what his thing. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe he was being sincere, just telling everybody. But that was my first introduction to fruit by the foot. What is this
wow,
thing? And I ended up, finding it at the store, asked my mom about it, we got it, and it became a thing, it was a normal thing for me. But that was my first introduction to fruit by the foot.
nice, nice. Shout out to Alvin.
Yeah.
Yeah, the I remember gushers too. We never got them, but my neighbor they would get them. So when I'd come over, I'd get one every now and then. Remember those things were fucking crazy.
Right. And I
And
think I
then
was probably your age. So my thing is like, maybe that was a thing where it wasn't a thing before, but it became a thing. Because feel like that was maybe
mm,
that why we got so interested into it, because it just became a thing. It was a
yeah,
new thing, right? Because all these things
yeah,
like Surge or Fruitopia, they were like things that came in and left real quick that
yeah,
people
yeah,
will never remember. We will forever to our
yeah,
deathbed.
yeah,
I mean, I would assume so, you know,
yeah,
from, our conversations, but like a lot of people in history in the future times are not going to know what these things were because those things were short ended,
yeah, yeah.
they came and went. But
Surge,
Gushers
I remember
came and they're
Surge.
still here. Fruit by the
Yeah,
Foot came, they're still here. You know, Foodtopia came, they're gone within a couple
yeah,
years. Same with what's that fake Surge? You know, it came, it's gone.
that was great. Surge was nuts.
I'm just saying, like, there's these things that we know, and there's things that other people tell me, and they're like, "Remember this?"
Yeah,
And they're showing me, like, "Nah, I don't remember that." Like, you know, and it was a thing for them, and they're a little bit older than me and
right.
a little bit younger than me, era where they were privy to this, and we don't know it. Do you remember 3D Doritos,
I was just gonna say that. Yes. Oh God, those are fucking amazing.
bro? Those are crazy.
And it's nuts because it's the same ingredients. It's just made like
Bubbled
a
out like a bubble.
yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Those are so good. The
I
Cool
remember
Ranch
I
ones.
saw one recently, and I was like, "What the fuck?
Really?
Are they coming back?" No, just some guy who held some old shit probably. But I ate them and they were good. They were
I
fine.
remember. Yeah, I remember. Salsa Verde Doritos. Those were fucking good.
They don't have those anymore.
No, they were like a
Those are
system
really
thing.
good. How come they didn't keep
Yeah,
those? I would assume those
I don't
were
know
going to be a banger.
because those were good. And then remember the guacamole Doritos?
No, I don't remember those. I remember the
Those
salsa
were
verde.
amazing. The
Salsa verde was
guacamole
very
ones.
popular
Yeah, the guacamole
amongst
ones
Mexicans, I
were
would
really good
assume.
too. Yeah,
No,
because
I don't remember the guacs.
they had like that picante taste to them. They're
I
really
mean, I'm
good.
sure if I saw them, I'd get them, but I never saw
Yeah,
them.
I remember because they were green, so they look like gross,
But
but they're
what year was this? Would you say when you first saw them? Was it high school?
um yeah, like tail end of high school, maybe like your senior year.
I don't
Yeah,
remember those. No,
fucking
I'm
A.
sorry. But yeah,
Yeah,
Doritos. Yeah, crazy.
the 3D Doritos, fucking
3D
those
Doritos
were
are a
game
thing.
changers.
Were a really it was a thing, and I didn't think it was going to be like a fad, like a short term thing. But if I would have
Right.
known that about, I would have like stocked up on them, take
Yeah,
pictures,
yeah.
all that shit.
Yeah, because they have what are they? Bugles now, I think they're called.
They're very
They're like
similar to
similar to
bugles.
that, but they're
Bugles
not.
are very, which I never seen those. I don't see those anymore.
Yeah, I don't
Like
see
where I'm
those.
at, I don't see those.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing too is I'm learning out here. Being out here in San Diego. When you're closer to the border, that's where they're going to show you like the hot Cheetos, the super hot Cheetos.
Yeah,
The higher up you are, more towards
they kind of water it
you know,
down.
right? Definitely. You okay?
Yeah, 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 I'm fine. Damn, what a stroll. What a freaking stroll. Yeah, chips were like it seemed like once they came out they were set. Like that's it. Like they were gonna be here for forever. Like we had those and then nope, they'd fall off. I think at some point Funyuns were gone for a while too. I want to say it felt like
Maybe
and fucking Funyuns are I love Funyuns. Those are
staple,
great. Yeah.
a staple. And remember when they tried to get rid of uh what are those Hostess snacks? Tw-
Twinkies?
Twinkies. Try to get rid of them.
Yeah. They got rid of the Chocodiles though. Remember those?
Nope. I don't know what that is.
It's just a Twinkie but covered in chocolate.
Never saw those.
Oh, those are fucking
Chocodile?
great. Chocodile, yeah.
Never
Those
heard of
were
those.
oh yeah, you missed out.
I
Those are
did.
good.
What the fuck?
They
How often were
literally
they around?
they were around for a while.
Really? In
I
Bakersfield?
think everywhere. Yeah, I think they stopped making them maybe like 10, 15 years ago.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, Chocodile. I remember those things were they were like the chocolate donuts, the frosted ones.
Yeah.
It was like that same chocolate but on a Twinkie.
Oof.
It's really good. Yeah.
And they don't have those anymore?
They don't have those anymore.
Sounds
Yeah.
delicious.
Oh man, dude.
It was called
So great.
Chocodile
Chocodile, yeah.
and it was Hostess. Like they would make it or some other company would make it.
No, Hostess. It was Hostess.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. Didn't they recently get rid of the Choco Taco?
I've had those before, but I don't know anything about. I haven't looked
I,
for
I
them. Maybe if I look for
I've heard.
them,
I thought I heard a
I've
while
not
back.
looked for them in like probably like 20 years.
Yeah,
But I used to
that's
eat
ice
Choco
cream truck.
Tacos, but I never like actually been like, I need a Choco Taco, you know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I thought I heard somewhere that they discontinue those. Those are good.
Yeah,
That
I
was the
agree.
ice cream truck
I completely
favorite.
agree. That's one of those things that you appreciate later on after,
Yeah.
like I'm sure I would have appreciated I forget the name, but those chocolate covered Twinkies.
Oh, Chocodile.
Chocolate. I probably would appreciate one of those right now, but I
Yeah.
don't know what that is. I mean,
Oh, you gotta
I
Google
can
it.
understand in my mind, but I can't understand the taste. That's
Yeah.
my point.
Yeah.
Like it,
It's it.
I'm craving the taste, but
Yeah.
I don't know what it would taste like. But at the same time, it's like I'm a little bit of sad that it was a thing and I don't know about it.
It was a lot like the donuts, the chocolate frosted
Yeah.
donuts. I
Okay.
would say take a bite of a Twinkie and take a bite of that at the same time. You might get close to it. That's probably
I'd
the closest you'll
rather
get.
take a bite of a Chocodile.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't want to do the fake shit. I want to do the real
Nah.
shit.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Those things are fucking amazing.
We
You
should
know,
find,
I
we
was
gotta find
diabetic
a
my whole life.
place.
And that was one of my cheat snacks.
Oh, I was gonna
I was
say, well,
gonna
how does that work? Yeah, with you.
Yeah. And because they were like 75 cents.
But like, did you used to scoop those up before you knew you were a diabetic?
No, it
Or
was
you were always a
while I was
diabetic
diabetic.
while
Yeah.
you were eating those
Yeah,
motherfuckers?
and I just
God
would have to
damn.
take more medicine. Yeah. My blood sugar
Fuck.
would shoot up.
Got you.
But worth it. Worth it.
Fuck.
Yeah. Definitely worth it. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah,
So
that sucks.
do you want to talk about Drake? I saw your little message after,
I,
like later
um
on,
I
but we could talk about him. I don't care.
I guess yeah, we can. I mean, if it falls too much off topic, I mean, I
No,
can
for
always
my
cut it out.
segment, we could talk about him.
Oh yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
how it would fit in yours, but
I mean, I could always cut it. That's fine. Let's go. Yeah.
so what do you
What do
think? What do you think about Drake?
I think he's never going to go anywhere, but he just has no credibility. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's gonna keep doing what he's doing, regardless
Right.
of what anyone tells him or what anyone says, because he has a lot of hate. I've never been a fan, but I think the whole Drake Kendrick beef thing, I thought that was really corny on the rap industry because so many people were quick to just be like, "Oh fuck him," you know, "Fuck this, fuck Drake," you know, "He's this, he's that." I'm like, dude, you guys were doing songs with him, like, you know, like most of these people did songs with him, and now they're, you know, like it was pretty lame. I mean, he did a lot of lame shit. I mean, I thought he made ruined his career, but. I thought that was pretty lame on as far as like the industry end of it. Like so many people were quick to just cut him off and be like, "Nah, fuck him, he sucks." But
Right. I agree with that. And my thing was more of I already know, just like with Diddy, right?
yeah,
He's gonna go back to doing what he was doing. He
right.
can't stop it, right? There's this like underlying thing where this person has this celebrity to where they're going to be okay. Even with the Diddy thing, I knew what Diddy. I don't know if you, I don't want to go into the Diddy thing specifically because I'm already going into it, people, and we can go into it.
Yeah,
But there's a thing where we talk about that, but it's more of like there's artists who are out here who who they are, and
yeah,
so like if someone's trying to be gangster, I think that's the main point. Is like Drake always tries to play gangster. And you sent me a
right.
video today where Drake was doing this gangster thing. And the latest video he did where um he did a video called where he's now like kind of like replying to all of this year ago, not like us situation. Drake is now saying like, what did I miss? Right? You hear
Yeah,
that song? Which is
yeah. I
like,
heard of. I didn't listen to it though.
so I would urge you to listen to it just so we can talk about it, have a
Yeah,
real discussion about it, because realistically, it's like there's a comedian named I forget his name, but basically he talks about when you're ever in quarrels with your homies, do you ever ask them, what did I miss? What did I
Yeah.
miss? And that's what the point is. Like he's trying to play a different angle that's not realistic.
No.
And um as people, as human beings, as men, you can see where he crossed. So for example, there's a song on For the Dogs. Are you aware of For the Dogs by Drake? He
Yeah.
did an
Yeah.
album called There's a song where he's talking to Rihanna, a whole song where he's just talking to Rihanna, telling her that your man will never do great things like I have done. Talking about ASAP Rocky, right? So
Yeah.
it's like, how could you do that song and then be like, what did I miss when ASAP Rocky disses you?
Right. And I think that's the whole
He
dilemma of
has
that song.
ASAP Rocky has kids with this woman, 3 kids with this woman. How
Yeah.
are you going to say like I'm better than you? I'm always gonna be better than you. What did I and then go, what did I miss when you're dissing me? Oh my
Right.
God. Like, dude, when Kendrick when Kendrick and Drake were going at it, when Drake first started popping off the beef with push-ups. Remember push-ups? He
Yeah. Yeah.
leaked it and he dropped it. He dropped it. He's pushing out on his Instagram, pushing out pictures of him wearing Compton Community College, a shirt of him in the mirror that says Compton Community College. Kendrick Lamar's wife went to school there. What do you think that means? What do you think he's trying to do?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Kendrick to come back and be like, you're not like us.
Hmm.
And then Drake to be like, what did I miss?
Yeah.
Bro,
It,
you
it,
were
depe- it
trolling this man.
yeah.
You
Like
were
you
trolling
clearly
these people. You were trolling ASAP Rocky. You're calling them out. And then you're going to fucking turn around and be like, I'm the victim?
well, yeah, not only that is
What
like
a bitch.
you name that the song, and you're
That
you're
whole
you're play
song is
you
it's he's talking to his fans who don't know that, who don't know what
yeah.
I just told you. All the trolling he did,
Well, and
he's
not even
talking to
that.
the people who don't know all the trolling.
Yeah. Well, on top of that, you call this song "What Did I Miss?" You've been in court for this. You didn't miss shit. Your lawyer shouldn't have missed anything. So you should know everything that's been going on.
Dude, he's
It's your
playing the
lawyer's job.
victim.
Yeah.
It's so
And
fucked up.
yeah. And I mean, I like I said, I don't have a dog in this fight because I don't like either of these artists, but I just as you know, as a whole, it's corny. He comes off very corny, try hard, like tries way too hard, like, and it's already out there, You're not that guy, like, and
He's
it's
not
cool.
that guy.
No one needs you to
He
be
is
that guy.
not that guy. And it's
It's
okay to not be that guy,
right,
but don't pretend like you're that guy. I mean, like, he could play the lane, this whole other avenue where he's like, I'm this other guy where I'm sensitive. I don't beef with
right,
people. I'm just doing my own love, hip hop, R&B
yeah,
groove. But he's really trying to play this whole like, I can compete with Kendrick and ASAP Rocky.
yeah. That's
No,
insane.
I'm sorry. And I feel like that was a thing that he's always been fed, but he just doesn't, he can't take that pill. He can't
Yeah.
take that. Do you remember when he got booed at the ASAP Rocky? What's it called? Oh no, no, the Tyler the Creator.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What
He
was it
got.
called? What was his thing called?
Oh
Tyler the
fuck.
Creator had a festival, brought out Drake as a
Yeah,
like a secret guest.
yeah. And he got booed off.
He got booed off
They were like,
stage. And
they were
it's
not trying to have
that's
him.
like one of those things where it's like, dude, you're good, you're just not for this avenue. Like that's
Yeah,
not
you're
your
not
lane.
gonna be right for everybody.
You're
Yeah.
not in this lane. Just get in your lane. Make your own. And he has his own lane. He just doesn't. I don't know. He's trying to like mix and multi.
He's
And
not self-aware, is
he's
what it is.
him and his people are not self aware.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a lot of people in the industry, but with him especially, he is such a fucking like powerhouse. You would think there'd be someone there to
Yeah.
make him self aware. But the
Yeah,
fact
like
that
you have
he's
so many
not
eyes
self
on you.
aware,
Yeah,
it's
fucks
just
everything.
fucking sad, dude. Like
Yeah.
you look fucking sad and lazy or
Right.
I don't know what to say. The word, what's the word? But he looks not, it's not sad, it's not lazy. It's just like he looks like incompetent when it comes to his own brand.
Yeah.
Like, why would you
Counterfeit.
let them
It's a
get
counterfeit.
into that? Don't get in. Like, do not respond. Just do
Yeah,
not
you don't have
respond.
to.
Keep doing. You don't have to respond. He would have been better off, I think, if he didn't respond,
Yep.
and he would have made them look really weird for not responding to them.
For
Like, I'm
yeah,
better than you, bitch.
yeah.
Where I don't have
Like
to
I don't need.
respond. He would have made
Yeah.
them look like stupid,
But his ego
right?
took over. It was
Right?
his ego that took
I
over.
feel like
Yeah.
Kendrick would look like a dick if if he never responded. Drake never
Yeah.
responded. It would have made Kendrick look stupid. Like you're trying to bait
Hmm.
this person out. Never happened. Because that's what he did to Joe Budden. Joe Budden always tried to
Hmm.
bait him out. And that's what Drake did. And that's one of the
Yeah.
things I feel like I think it's an ego thing. Cause even with like MGK and Eminem, you know, MGK went
Yeah.
to Eminem and Eminem came back and responded. And that's something like I feel like Eminem shouldn't have responded. He
Yeah.
should have never responded. But he did. And it made MGK's diss solidified. It made it a thing. Now that's
Yeah.
history. One of the
Yeah.
disses of history. It shouldn't be,
But, yeah.
but it
But
is.
it also became history that he made that guy switch genres because he dissed him so hard.
I don't know if that's,
So
I really don't know because I don't
that's
listen
what
to
everyone
MGK like
says.
that. I don't listen to MGK like that.
He's a
So I couldn't tell
he's
you.
pop
No,
rock
but I
now.
know that he has definitely switched many genres since then, but I don't listen to MGK like that to know that.
I
All I know is
yeah.
that um I didn't know who MGK was until he dissed Eminem.
Right.
That's
Same.
me. That's me. That's just me as a person. You know, I'm not trying to
Yeah.
be a dick. I like MGK. I think he's a nice guy, but and I feel like that's why Eminem dissed him
Yeah.
because he respected him enough to be like, "Look, dude, you got me. I got to get you back." You know,
Yeah.
and that's what made MGK because there's people who diss Eminem all the fucking time. He never responds to them.
Yeah.
The game dissed Eminem.
Tried.
Remember
He
that?
tried. That was
The Black Sim Shady?
horrible. That was
Eminem
horrible.
never responded to him. So it's like Nick Cannon dissed Eminem.
Still does. He still
And
does.
and and
Still
and,
tries.
and Eminem never responds to him. So that's
Yeah.
my thing is like when he dissed MGK, that was a real like, okay, like I
There's
consider
thumbs up here.
you a competitor, right?
You're a target. Yeah.
I
You're
consider
worthy.
you are worthy of the diss, right?
Yeah.
And that's the only reason why I feel like I respect MGK because Eminem, I feel like respects MGK.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a we're talking about how Drake is like he's not self-aware. Did you know Will Smith dropped like an album
I've
recently?
seen it. Yeah. He's like after a couple songs, I think. I like
It
girls, girls, girls,
yeah,
girls. I like girls.
it got 300 sales on I think it's first week.
Ugh,
It was supposed to be his comeback.
it was
And
not a comeback.
I think I don't know if it was the cover of the album or if it was just a photo of him, but he's like dressed up like a corner dude, like like a drug dealer. He's like on the street in like a hoodie and like a baseball cap. It's like, dude, you're not on the corner. Come on, like
Yeah.
you've been rich for like the past 40 years. Like
30 years. Yeah.
yeah, like
40 years.
come on, like come on, like though you don't have to do that. Just
Nah,
stop.
nah.
Stop. And then he did like a freestyle, and
I saw that.
that was oh my god, that was horrible.
Dude, he's
He's
so
got my
bad.
action
I'm
stop.
action star. Yeah,
That
dude,
was
he fucking
horrible.
like is 100% self unaware of
Yeah, it's
and his
come on,
team.
man.
He has to have a team. His
Right.
team is obviously fucking
Or
like
even his kids. Like I'm sure his
his
kids
kids.
would be like,
Okay, his
Dad.
kids are another thing. His team, the team that represents him, that
Yeah.
brand is his brand, and like that presents and represents him and takes him out. Like you saw this, there's this London thing where he goes out, is in London, and
Yeah.
he was performing the girls, and no one's bopping their hands. You see that one?
I didn't.
Dude, he's in a crowd of people singing the new song. No one's bopping. They're just standing there. And it shows like an aerial view of everyone just standing still while he's the only one keeping the energy up.
Oh my
And he's
God,
just,
that's
like media prepared to be like, just keep going. Like, don't stop. Like, don't be like,
yeah.
what the fuck? He just
They'll
keeps
catch on.
going. Yeah,
They'll catch on.
he's the only one rocking out in this bitch. And dude, it's so fucking cringy. So fucking cringy. And then they're
Yeah,
comparing to him being like, I like girls, girls, girls. That's like the chorus, right? I like girls.
yeah.
To like I saw another thing where they're comparing him to that guy in church who's like
Oh, I seen
gay.
that.
I'm
Yeah,
not gay no more.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gay. They're
I love
comparing him. I
women.
love women's. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I seen
That
that.
guy. So like I've
That's
seen so many
hilarious.
videos of him compared to that. Anyways, dude, and one of the things I thought was so cringy is in 2017, his son Jaden Smith did a song
Hmm.
called Icon. Have you heard that song? It's a
Yeah, yeah,
very
yeah.
good song. I like that song, in my
Yeah, I
opinion.
actually liked.
It's a
I
very
thought his son
smooth song. It flows well.
simple.
But when
Yeah,
it got famous, there's a remix with Will Smith.
yeah.
You heard it?
Carlos went and seen him live, and Will Smith came out on stage and did it with him. That's how I knew about it.
And it's like, bro, just let your son do his thing.
Yeah, let him
Like,
ride
don't
his
try to
wave.
get on the remix, dog.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
cause your
yeah, yeah.
son's popping, you're gonna pop. You're gonna try to think you're gonna rub off the rub on the shine.
Right,
Get
yeah.
off the shine. Let your son
Yeah.
shine. He's rubbing
Go.
on the shine. He's
Yeah.
like,
Go.
there's a remix video and everything. Like, he's rubbing on. He's like trying to hog the shine.
God.
Dude, that song's is hip. It's a good
Yeah.
song. Jaden
No,
Smith by himself.
I,
Good song.
I thought
It's
he's
only
actually
him. He's
the
featuring
lyricist.
nobody,
Yeah.
just him. But there's a feature
Yeah.
with Will Smith. Garbage. Where he's like, I'm an icon better. I'm the icon too. I'm an icon. I'm your dad. I'm an
Oh
icon because I
no.
made you. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Oh, God. That's horrible. And it sucks because that's my stage name. So every time I hear that song, I'm like, God, this
Oh, that's right.
sucks.
I'm an icon
I could did
winning.
so much. I could have did so much better. But I actually like Jaden Smith as a rapper. He's pretty.
He's
He's got
good.
some.
And so is
He
Willow. I like Willow's music too.
yeah,
Like Willow makes
yeah.
some bangers. All his
It
family's
just
very talented. Even his wife, you know,
yeah,
Jada, like Jada Pinkett. I understand the controversy and how she is, and like her separate from Will Smith. If you cut off her, association with Will Smith, like her association with movies, her association
yeah,
with music. She's been in a metal band that I really like. They're
yeah.
very great.
I remember that.
Like just
Yeah,
her association with like culture and art. She's a very talented woman. And I will never take that from her. But at the same time, as her being attached to Will Smith, I feel like makes her kind of a target, which
yeah.
led to the slapping controversy. But
Hmm.
ultimately, like I really do feel like, you know, I don't know her. And I think she's a probably maybe a horrible woman in real life, but her art
Yeah.
is very great.
Separating the art from the artist.
Right. Her
Yeah,
art is amazing.
yeah.
What's that? What's that movie where they rob the bank? Set It Off. That
So
movie is the
great movie.
fucking classic. Like you
Yeah.
cannot
Oh yeah.
top that movie. And that's a movie that's a 90s movie that we can talk
Hmm.
about that is
Yeah.
like before this Me Too movement bullshit that
Hmm.
was all about women representing
Right.
the women doing something that men do normally do, and they're doing it. And that was the fucking switch up. That was the thing that made these investigators be like, what? These
Yeah.
girls are doing it? They never
Yeah.
would
And it
have
didn't have that. It didn't have
pegged that.
that modern girl boss energy to it, to where it's like, well,
Right.
we're women, so we do this. They
It
just did
was
this shit.
it, but
They,
that was a way of, I mean, I can see they do it now, but I feel like there's notes where people are like, you got to make it more obvious, right? So
yeah.
like back in the day in the 90s, 96, when that movie came out, that movie was like women power
Yeah. Right.
before women power was a thing. So that was
Right.
the point of that movie.
And no, not there was no point in time where they
No, that
made
was
it a
one.
fact that
I
they're
mean, I
like, well,
don't know
we're
when that
women.
was, but that was
Like
the
we're
first I could say women power movie that I saw where it was a woman power
yeah.
movie, especially with Queen Latifah. Like Queen Latifah,
Fuck
I was
yeah.
convinced she was lesbian.
Right. Because of
because of
that
that
movie.
movie. I'm like, she played it so well. She's a lesbian in real life. She's not,
Yeah.
but
She's not.
she played that role so well. In '96, I was like, I'm dead serious. She's a fucking lesbian. I'm
Yeah.
convinced she's a
Yeah,
lesbian.
we're gonna have to do an episode on that movie for
Let's do it.
sure.
Let's do it.
I have to rewatch it because
You
yeah,
gotta
that's a
do it.
good
We gotta
one.
do it. And she
Yeah.
was the masculine lesbian type, and it turned into a situation where she was a character who was this woman who was a man type, right? It's a man archetype. So
Yeah.
it went into this whole situation where every scene you're in, she's playing the man. She's playing the masculine figure, and she's giving the
Yeah.
more masculine reasoning to these, situations they're in. And it's like, okay, first time you saw that ever happen, right? Where there's
Yeah.
these four women, but one is the masculine. You're seeing the balance, and you're seeing the one who's I can't do it. I can't do it. No, no, no.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
fucking do it, bitch.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a good
It's
film.
a good movie, and it breaks down barriers. I think that was probably the first like LGBTQ
Yeah.
movie, or I don't know how you say it.
And it wasn't like forced on you. It
Meant to
was
be.
just
Yeah, it
it
was
was just
just it. I don't know
in there.
how it
It was just in
happened.
the
It
movie.
just happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was great because they didn't try to like emphasize on it. It was just that was
it was
just a
just it
character.
was normal, and it happened.
Right.
It worked, and they let it happen, which is crazy because you would think back then, Hollywood '96, that wouldn't be something that would be allowed to
Yeah.
happen. And there's an Eminem song where he goes through the tape of the car like Queen Latifah and set it off.
Yeah.
That's how they got caught because that bitch
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
threw the fucking tapes out every time she got in the car. And that's how they figured out it was these fucking group of girls.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Queen Latifah, you dumb bitch.
Fucked it all up.
You fucked it all for everybody.
Made that chick's kid a fucking orphan.
Yeah, you fucking Queen Latifah bitch.
Yeah, well, we definitely got to go back to that movie.
Queen Latifah, if you've seen this, you're a
Later episode.
bitch. I mean, your
Later.
character, not you, but yeah, your character.
Yeah, I love Queen
Fucking
Latifah.
bitch. Insensitive bitch. Ruined it for every. And that character's dead, so it doesn't matter. But, you in real
Yeah,
life, you gotta live with that shit.
I think yeah, they all died except for
Jada Pinkett
Jada
Smith.
Pinkett. Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, yeah.
To
For
anyone who didn't
anybody
see
who
that
hasn't seen
movie,
it,
anyone who didn't see Set It Off, a spoiler alert.
yeah,
Jump
sorry.
forward to minute 246.
Yeah,
Just kidding. I don't even know where we're at right now.
yeah. Just yeah, it's too late. It's too late. We're sorry. Go watch the movie.
Watch Set It Off in 1996. It was a movie made in 1996 starring Jada Pinkett, starring Queen Latifah, starring
Vivica A. Fox.
Vivica A. Fox. Amazing movie.
Yeah, so,
You're
yeah,
gonna love it.
it was great.
You're gonna love it.
A
Yeah.
timeless film for sure.
Oh, it's gonna last for generations. And it was the beginning of the um LGBTQ Me Too movement, maybe. Maybe am I going too far with the
Yeah,
Me Too?
could have been like a sleeper starter. Yeah,
What's that
I
mean?
think a lot of people slept on it.
It's very slept on, but it was very like progressive for its time, I would say.
Yeah,
I think that's the word. Not Me Too, not LGBTQ. Let me take that back. It was very progressive for its time because it was a woman empowerment movie, I feel like, without meaning to be. And I think that's the
yeah,
best when it's not forced or pushed in your
yeah.
face.
That wasn't
Like
the
this
focal
is,
point of the
or
movie.
maybe it was supposed to be, but I didn't see it that way. I just watched it as a
Yeah,
regular ass movie, and it turned into this whole fucking like saga that had to do with these four women who are really trying to like
down and
break
out.
through
Yeah,
into this other, you know, realm of consciousness, and they never did.
yeah,
Unfortunately, it's a tragedy.
yeah. Crazy shit.
Thank you for talking with
Yeah,
me in this late night.
yeah. Thank you for having me. Always a pleasure. I appreciate you having me. I got some new music out. You can find streaming everywhere at He Is Icon. Um, I love being here. It's always fun. I love picking your brain, and it's an honor. It's an honor. Thank you.
Where
Thank you so
can they
much.
find you? He is Icon.
All streaming platforms at his icon. My new album "Dying to Live" is out now. Socials you can find me at his icon as well. Instagram, YouTube, the works, everything.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate you for
Thank
doing this
you.
with me. Appreciate your time. And we got to do this soon.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you all for listening. Thank you, Joey, for having me.
Thank you guys for listening. Everybody have a good night. Take care.